Let us discuss perturbation method. Perturbation method is one of the approximation method. First of all, you have to know what is an approximation method. In the case of systems having more than one electron, that is, in the case of a multi-electronic system, the exact solution of the Schrodinger wave equation is difficult. This is because of the mainly two reasons. That is, the presence of electron repulsion term in the Hamiltonian that causes the solution become difficult. Another one is in the case of systems which having its potential energy which is not symmetrical. In that case also the solution of Schrodinger equation will become very difficult. So in order to solve the Schrodinger equation for multi-electronic systems, various approximation methods have been used. By using that approximation methods, we have to find out the solution for Schrodinger wave equation of multi-electronic system. That is, we have to find out the eigenstates and the eigenvalues of such systems. The most commonly used approximation methods are radiation method, perturbation method, independent electron method, and the self-consistent field method. Among these, the most commonly used are radiation method and perturbation method. Let us discuss what is perturbation method. The perturbation method is a technique used to calculate the energy and wave function of systems for which the Schrodinger equation cannot be solved. Basic assumptions of perturbation theory are: there are two basic assumptions. The first one is the perturbation Hamiltonian is only slightly different compared to the unperturbed Hamiltonian. The second assumption is the eigenfunctions and the eigenvalues corresponding to the unperturbed Hamiltonian H cap 0 are known. Some examples of systems which have been used in the perturbation method are the simple harmonic oscillator and also the hydrogen atom placed in an electric or magnetic field. Then, what is perturbation theory? In quantum mechanics, perturbation theory is an approximation method that describes a complex quantum system in terms of a simpler system for which the exact solution is known. Generally, the perturbation theory has been categorized into two broad categories. That is, time independent perturbation theory and time dependent perturbation theory. The time independent perturbation theory was proposed by Erwin Schrödinger. Here, the perturbation Hamiltonian is static, that is, there is no time dependence. The second one was proposed by Paul Dirac. Time dependent perturbation theory studies the effect of time dependent perturbation on a time independent Hamiltonian H cap 0. Let us study the time independent perturbation theory in detail. Then, what is perturbation theory? Consider a function fx, and this function is not an exact wave function like psi 0, psi 1, etc. up to psi n, but this function fx satisfies the same boundary conditions as that of psi 0, psi 1, etc. up to psi n. Then the function fx can be expressed as a linear combination of all these functions psi 0, psi 1, etc. to psi n, or in general we can write psi a. Therefore, the function fx that is equal to sigma 0 to n an psi nx. The values of the coefficient an that determine the value of the arbitrary function fx. To find out the value of an, multiply both sides of the equation 1 by psi m star from the left and integrate within the boundary condition. Therefore, integral of equation 1 becomes psi m star x fx deta, that is equal to integral of psi m star x sigma 0 to n an psi n x dt. Here sigma 0 to n an is a constant, take it outside. Therefore, the equation 2 becomes sigma 0 to n an into integral of psi m star x psi n x deta. Here there are three cases. Case 1. If n is equal to 0, then the integral of psi m star x psi 0 x deta, that is equal to 0. Case 2. If n is equal to 1, then the integral of psi m star x psi 1 x deta, that is equal to 0. Case 3. If n is equal to m, then the integral of psi m star x psi m x deta, that is equal to 1. This means that m and n states are orthogonal, and therefore we can write the integral of psi m star x psi n x deta, that is equal to 0 for all values where n is not equal to m. Therefore, we can conclude from the case 3 that sigma 0 to n an, that is equal to sigma integral of psi m star x fx dt. Next, what is perturbation? How we can calculate the perturbation correction, and what is perturbation theory? Perturbation theory involves the determination of eigenfunctions and eigenvalues of the perturbed Hamiltonian H cap in terms of the eigenfunctions and eigenvalues of the unperturbed Hamiltonian H cap 0. Generally, the perturbation is applied continuously in small steps. Therefore, we can write the perturbed Hamiltonian H cap, that is equal to h0 cap plus lambda h cap 1 plus lambda square h cap 1. The wave function psi is equal to psi 0 plus lambda psi 1 plus lambda square psi 1, and the energy E is equal to E0 plus lambda E1 plus lambda square E1. Here lambda is a parameter which can vary from 0 to 1. When lambda is equal to 0, the system is unperturbed. When lambda is equal to 1, the perturbation is complete. Usually the value of lambda is set to 1 where the system is subjected to perturbation. Then the next we have to study the first order perturbation correction. How we can find out the first order perturbation correction? The first order perturbation correction modify the total energy, wave function and Hamiltonian of the perturbed system, and it can be calculated by using the equations h cap is equal to h cap 0 plus lambda h cap 1, psi is equal to psi 0 plus lambda psi 1, E is equal to E0 plus lambda E1. This on solving gives the total energy and the wave function corresponding to the first order corrections as the first order correction for energy, that is given by the equation E is equal to E0 plus integral of psi 0 h cap 1 psi 0 dt. And the first order correction for wave function, that is given by the equation psi is equal to psi 0 plus sigma m integral of psi m star h cap 1 psi 0 dt divided by em minus e0 into psi m. Here there is a condition, the value of n is not equal to 0. Now let us study the perturbation theory for calculating the first order correction terms to some systems. For example, consider the particle in one-dimensional box with a slanted bottom. The simplest application of perturbation theory is to solve the case of a particle in one-dimensional box with a slanted bottom. To solve this problem, we need to first formulate the perturbed and unperturbed part of the problem. The unperturbed part of the problem is the particle in one-dimensional box. Here the Hamiltonian, unperturbed Hamiltonian h cap 0, that is equal to psi 0 minus h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square by dou I square. And the unperturbed energy, that is simple particle in one-dimensional box energy, that is equal to E0 is equal to n square h square divided by 8ms square. Therefore, the unperturbed wave function, that is given by root of 2 by a sine n pi x by a. This figure shows the particle in one-dimensional box with a slanted bottom. Here, the particle can move from 0 to a, and everywhere inside the box, its potential energy Vx, that is equal to kx by a. Here, m is the mass of the particle. Everywhere outside the box, the potential energy Vx is equal to infinity. By using the equations, that is h cap is equal to h cap 0 plus lambda h cap 1, psi is equal to psi 0 plus lambda psi 1, and E is equal to E0 plus lambda E1. The perturbed Hamiltonian for a particle one-dimensional box with a slanted bottom is given by h cap 1, that is equal to kx by a, where kx by a refers to the potential energy terms which varies along the length of the box from 0 to k. That is at x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. Substituting this value of h cap 1 into the equation, we get into the energy equation, we get E is equal to E0 plus integral of psi 0 star h cap 1 psi 0 dt. And this equation gives the first order correction term to energy due to the perturbation. Let us designate the first order correction term for energy as E1. Therefore, E1 is equal to integral of psi 0 star h cap 1 psi 0 dt, or E1 is equal to integral of psi 0 star into kx by a into psi 0 dx, since we know that we have already derived the h cap 1, that is equal to kx by a. Therefore, E1, the first order correction term for energy E1, that is equal to 2k divided by a square into integral of x sine square n pi x divided by a into dx. By calculating the value of the integral in this equation, we can find out the value of first order correction term for energy energy E1 as, that is E1 is equal to 2k by a square into a square by 4. That is, on simplifying, E1 is equal to k by 2. This gives the first order correction term to energy. Therefore, the energy equation becomes E is equal to E0 plus integral of psi 0 star h cap 1 psi 0 dt becomes E is equal to n square h square divided by 8ms square plus k by 2. Therefore, the total energy of the system is given by E is equal to n square h square divided by 8ms square plus k by 2. Thus, the first order correction to perturbed system shifts the energy levels by a factor of k by 2 in comparison to the unperturbed systems. These are the references: quantum chemistry, R.K. Prasad, and also EPG Pathshala, a gateway to all postgraduate courses.